Tesla just made payments a little bit worser. It seems like Tesla is sticking to their words, and incentives, promotions, everything is going to get worse as we get to the closer to the end of the 7,500 federal tax credit on September 30th. So I would say take this as your warning, and you still have a little bit of time. So we'll talk about some tips and everything regarding that. So Tesla is pulling back on offers. It seems they are sticking to their words as we get closer to September 30th, the deadline of the 7,500 federal tax credit. They are making payments worse, but you do have a little bit of time left. So if you want to throw in your order in, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description. So you can get 3 months of full self-driving added to your Tesla vehicle. If you're already getting full self-driving, then using our Tesla referral code does support the channel as well. And so here's the post. Tesla has announced that lease prices, monthly payments, will increase by $50 a month for the Model 3 and $80 a month for the Model Y in the US on September 21st. And I think what they're doing here is because they're not confident about the 7,500 if you order by the 21st, like they're not confident they can get you in a vehicle. Or is this something to do with giving us a preview of by that time frame as well? Maybe we'll get some sort of added guidance of whether this binding contract, whether Tesla and all the different electric vehicles are going to release something with like deposits and extensions of the 7,500 if you put in your deposit or whichever. But Tesla has announced that lease prices, so Model 3 will go up. If you're curious on what the Model 3 is right now, it's $299 a month at the lowest. So that will probably go to like $349. For the Model Y, it's going to go up $80 a month. And so if you're curious what that is, it's going to be what? It's like $479. Very interesting number, but I guess that is in correlation with the demand there. And so that's why I'm saying, I've been saying this for a bit. If you know you're going to be buying a Tesla, I would just throw a deposit down. Of course, it is a non-refundable deposit, but if you know you're going to be buying a Tesla at some point, you can throw a deposit down, and of course you can kind of keep it until forever long that you want it, because putting a deposit down kind of just puts you on a list until you get the VIN and everything. That's when you really have to make a decision. Are you going to be buying the Tesla or not? So if you're going to be doing that, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you get 3 months of full self-driving added to your Tesla vehicle. And so I'm curious, what do you guys think is going to be happening after September 21st? Maybe we'll get some sort of added guidance regarding the 7,500 federal tax credit, and like whether, and if you don't know what that is, like the IRS released some guidance on that. If you've got a deposit or made some sort of payment or traded in your vehicle, you'll still be able to get the 7,500 federal tax credit, even if your delivery is past September 30th. But all the electric vehicle companies have been very, very, very tight-lipped about it and haven't said anything, which makes sense because they don't want to do anything to interrupt end of quarter sales. September is still the end of the third quarter, and so of course they don't want to touch anything to do with that. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. In other news, Edmunds, they did say that the Model Y was the best Tesla vehicle, or best vehicle they've driven in 2025. They also released another statement regarding the Model 3 performance. With quick acceleration, comfy seats, and solid range, the Model 3 makes a strong case as a daily driver. Driving the Tesla is quite enjoyable overall. I mean, this sums it up for the Tesla Model 3 and the Model Y. Both of these vehicles are great daily drivers. If you want a little bit more comfort, go with the Model Y, which I think most people should go with the Model Y. But if you're someone that likes taking those highway turns or likes going to the track, like Tesla Corsa that's coming up, use promo code Dennis, then maybe a Model 3 Performance is better, more your jive. It's definitely a more funner vehicle at the end of the day to drive. And then another electric vehicle news that I thought was pretty interesting, Porsche has released their wireless charger, or released some details of their car wireless charger that is about to be coming out next year. 11 kilowatts, and I think I read somewhere it's going to be like over 100 pounds, which still very interesting because once you get to like this autonomous robotaxi fleet type of thing, or then you don't want to be able to charge and plug something in. You just want to be able to drive over something so that it can charge and everything. In other news, I don't think I've seen a blue Model Y Performance in real life. And so here we've got some real pictures of it in the showroom. Of course, the Giga Berlin did post like their lineup, but very interesting to see. It's more kind of muted, not as bright as I would think it to be. And also maybe it's because it's in showroom, but hey, blue looks also fantastic as well. IRL IRL or in real person. Of course, any of these colors, I think really any Tesla vehicle, you should ceramic coat it to really pull out the shine and do some paint correction. And so, of course, there's plenty of shops we recommend down below in the description, and all of them have a dentist deal as well. I certainly feel like there's a ton of demand right now in terms of Tesla with the deliveries and everything. And so there's a betting forecast right here. Do people think that Tesla is going to deliver over 440,000 or even 508,000 vehicles? And a lot of people feel like this is going to be a great quarter for Tesla, which it just makes sense at the end of the day, because Tesla with the 7,500 federal tax credit ending and everything with all the different incentives. And I know a lot of you want the maximum discount and incentives on your Tesla vehicle, your new Tesla vehicle, but don't forget about your current vehicle as well and where you're selling it or trading it in. Please do not sell it to Tesla. At least give givemethevin.com down below in the description a chance at giving you maximum value for your Tesla vehicle. In fact, one viewer actually got $3,000 more than Tesla gave them. So you might as well fill out the form down below and give givemethevin.com a shot to see if they can buy your vehicle at a higher price and everything. And lastly, here's an interesting video that is getting a little bit of a buzz on social media today with what's inside, really showing the differences between Mercedes autonomous level 3 versus Tesla level 2 autonomy. And I had not realized how good Mercedes is in terms of you don't even need to look ahead straight or anything.
Teslas are level 2. This is level 3. This is American yogurt. Right now I am in my Tesla Cybertruck. I can eat yogurt in here.
But some were quickly noticing that the autonomous version of the level 3 for Mercedes is only on select roads at select speeds and of course select vehicles. Even though you don't have to pay attention, it's only in a select controlled environment versus like the Tesla vehicles and everything. But I thought that was pretty interesting to see. And Unplugged Performance did release a pretty badass looking Model S Plaid with their CyberHex wheels on it. I mean, this blue is really starting to grow on me, especially when you do a blue with white interior like this. Don't forget, Unplugged Performance does have a wheel trade-in program. You don't have to be in California. You can be anywhere and you can get a value for your wheels and trade it into them when you purchase a set of new ones. So definitely check it out. Link down below in the description. But let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. If you're planning on financing your Tesla, then there's one thing you need to do before you even apply. Protect your credit. Seriously, because here's the wildest part. Bank of America just had a data breach recently and they didn't even tell customers for a month. That means your social, your phone number, and your email could have already been out there and you'd have no clue. Most companies wait on average of 277 days to report a breach. That's 9 months where your identity is exposed and you're the last to know. That's why I use Aura, today's sponsor. Aura constantly scans the dark web and lets me know if anything tied to me shows up, my social, bank info, or any of my personal information. And that's not just for breaches. There's so many different tools I use with Aura. Want to reduce those pesky spam calls? Aura's got it. Want to remove your data like your addresses, phone numbers from those sketchy broker sites? Aura has that too. They will also include $5 million in identity theft insurance, and everything's packed into one clean app. You can try it free for 14 days at aura.com/DennisCW. I'll put that in the description as well. Don't wait until someone else tells you your data is at risk. That's like turning on Sentry mode after your car got keyed. Protect your credit before you apply. I'm doing it and you should too.